All right. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another market review video. Today was a solid one. Turn that down a little, it's a little loud for me. But today was a good one. Up just over 5K on the day. You'd like to see it. Again, this is paper trading, right? This account, and just paper trading, not real money. Lots of practice going in here. Trade a lot of the SPY. It's the bread and butter, right? You can see the SPY P&L, 27 grand on that one. And then there's losses in there too, right? The biggest loss is Tesla, funny enough. Lost a lot of money on some Tesla. But today we're down on it. Swung it. Let's take a look at it, see why we did what we did. Remember, in the description of all these videos, in the link of all these videos, I put a, oh wow. In the description of all these videos, there's a link. And it's for free stock. Use that link. It's a referral code. Download Webull. Use that, and we both get free shares of stock. So it's pretty sweet. Looking at the market today, looking at the SPY, right? Today was a party to trade intraday. It was a lot of fun. Out the gate, we couldn't decide what we wanted to do, but these levels played out perfectly. I mean, look at these, right? Couldn't figure out what we wanted to do. I went long here once, and on this bullish engulfing, and got smoked on this right here, or not smoked, but I sold, I think, for like a 10% loss or something when I saw how this closed, and then we just ripped up, and then we're kind of all over, and this was enough that I entered again, and we traded in here, sold out on the double top. It's a great trade. Scaled up as we went out, and then on the double bottom here, played it again, and then I was done for the day. I didn't play any puts. I can't remember if I played the puts or not. Anyways, so then down in here, right, in this area, Cheddar Flow, and I made a short on this. You can go check it out on YouTube Shorts or on my TikTok, Coach Cash. Cheddar Flow posted some whale flow over like $12 million worth of 480 call options that expired, I think, tomorrow, which is just absurd. Right, because we're at this point we were trading like 473, and then we dropped below for 473. But someone knew something, right? And this level was perfect, and we just boomed up from there the whole rest of the day. It was awesome, super fun to watch. Didn't trade it at all. I was already done for the day on that, but that happened. That was kind of cool to watch. Someone always knows something, and it's really important to watch order flow and how that works. Looking at AMD today, there was a beautiful short on AMD that could have been played today. Right? So AMD on the daily, let's hide these. We hit new all-time highs, right? And I have this interesting trend here. We break out of it. And so this told me a lot today. This and the 4 hour told me a lot today. And we'll come back to why the 4 hour told me a lot. But on the 5 minute, right? Great short opportunity here from new all-time highs. Big bearish engulfing. Right here, and wicked off the highs and new days, and we just were down all day. So down here, I actually entered in here and called it out on Twitter. I said I'm long AMD swinging into tomorrow, the 165 calls, and we came way down to here, and I almost got stopped out. I was pretty dang close. Actually, in fact, I think I would have gotten stopped out, but I had to take some calls for work or a meeting or something, and I had to put the trade away. And I didn't realize the meeting was coming up. That's exactly why I'm trading a paper account, right? For instances like this. But we based here. But in here, the original reason that I took the trade was I saw some analysts saying, I wouldn't be surprised if we see continuation through tomorrow on some of these semiconductor industry, right? I thought, okay, I like that. They have so much strength. Are they really going to continue to go down after all this? They're just automatically, I don't know, we're going to flip, when there's good news and everything. And then at the time we were at the, what is this? Yeah, the 9 EMA on the 4 hour. And I thought, okay, that's interesting. And then on the daily, right, I have this channel in here. And I thought, okay, I bet we bounce off of this channel as well, right? If anything, wick from the body of this candle, top of this candle in here. We came down a little further by the time it came back, right? I had to come up a little bit more, and we had put in this 4 hour. Right, this big bullish candle right here, and that was enough for me to stay in the trade, swing it into the next day, and looks like it's gonna work out for me because we pumped up And after hours, we're trading at 164.40. If we get continuation tomorrow, that'll be a sweet trade. I also swung Tesla into tomorrow, and we talked a lot about Tesla yesterday, right? My thesis did not hold, broke below, but then came up and closed. Where at? Right about that 212 line, just below it, right? With 211.80s, 211.60s, 211.80s, yeah. So, you know, in the range still, but didn't hold to the penny or anything like that. So we've broken that support, come back up though, and on something like the hourly, right? It shows that we wicked, or sorry, not the hourly. Something like the daily is gonna show that we wicked off of it. Yeah, to the T, right? There it is down here. It's way over here as well. Anyways, so close the candle body is essentially the low of this. And in something like Tesla that moves as much as it does, that's, for me personally, that's good enough, right? Not financial advice, any of this. But so swung Tesla tomorrow too. I think we get a bounce on this as well, following the thesis. I think it's just a break below. Taking a look at Bitcoin. Bitcoin had quite a bummer of a day. Whoo! And since I looked at this chart before making the video till now, it has dropped even more. Bitcoin has fallen through this channel, right? Is it a fake out breakout? I don't know. The next line I have of support is this 41.91 or 197 level. I think the low here was like 41.91. Let's see, 191.85. Yeah. So this is what we're looking at, right? In here, which is also a convergence of a big breakup back in here. So we're going to test that and go. I don't know. BlackRock ETF has over $1 billion worth now on their Bitcoin spot ETF, which is promising and a bullish case for Bitcoin. But who knows? This is definitely a channel break and something to watch. Some downside correction would be crazy. I should probably throw some fib levels on there later and get rid of these ones down here to take a look at that. With Bitcoin, right, goes MicroStrategy, Riot, Mara, Coin, all these names. And Mara, we swung overnight. Or sorry, MicroStrategy, we swung overnight based on the Bitcoin bounce we're looking at. It did really well. We sold up in here. I think I did like 80 or 90% on those, which was a big contributor to the P&L to today, right out the gate. And that's why I was able to be done so early, right? Sometimes a swing can make your day and you don't even have to trade. So we got out there, and then I could have shorted it all day, but like I said, I was in other things, busy, and I made my money in the morning. So that was solid. Looking at that. MicroStrategy, Tesla we looked at, Bitcoin we looked at. Okay, last two I want to take a look at are Netflix and Google. Google, I'll save for last because I love the TA on that. Netflix, looking at the daily. So Netflix has been chopping around, right? Can't seem to get much. And then finally at the end of the day it tests and then breaks out over this high of day previously. And then going back to, I better change this music because I think we'll get a copyright strike if I'm not careful on this one. I'm not about that. I'm not about it. I can rock with this though. Anyways, so then Netflix, right? Looking at the daily on this. Let me hide these. Boom. We're just coiling, right? We're starting to form kind of a diamond in here. And some strength today, bouncing off this EMA 21. I like Netflix to the upside. I do. Listening to Spaces today. A lot of guys like Sharky and Frank were calling this out as well. I know Mikey's on it. If you don't know who I'm talking about, Twitter Spaces in the mornings that Jordan, Ace the Kid TA, shout out to Jordan. He hosts those, and they are really, really good to listen to learn about the market. I've been listening to him for almost 3 years now. And so this is that. That is that right there. Netflix, I like it to the upside. There's a lot of intraday levels here from trading in the past. And the last thing I want to look at is Google. Man, this makes me happy because we drew this the other day, right? This channel, and we're coming up and we're testing it perfectly. So the question is, do we break out? Or do we continue to come down and test in here, right, in this range? Or can we grab this, and if we go wick to wick, and like that, and like that, do we have more range to the upside? I don't know. Could go either way. If we go candle body to body, then it looks a little bit more like that, which I like. Could go either way, right? Anything can happen. Trade accordingly. That's how it goes with Tesla. And if you manage your risk, right, predefine it, and you completely accept the fact that anything can happen in these markets, right, then that is how you do it. That's from trading in the zone. You know, I'm still working on that. The market psychology is a constant for everybody that is trying to be a trader. That's all I've got. I appreciate all the love again on all the socials. Like and share. I've got some good news or some funny ones about Dave Portnoy today on the channel. Some good stuff. That guy, he bought Save. We should look at that actually. He bought Spirit Airlines today, thinking like, oh, it's way down, right? I mean, it was. But so Dave buys in here. This is like, you can't make this up, right? He put it on Twitter. Dave Portnoy buys in here. Wall Street Journal announces that Spirit's going to go through a restructuring. Boom, they dropped 13% in like 5 minutes. It's awesome. And Portnoy loses like a couple $100,000 super fast. He rants on Twitter all day. Somehow he recovers his position, right? And then at the close of the day in here, he's probably around break even-ish, just barely above, right? If he bought it like, what is this? 530, he's up like 30 cents. But I mean, it can happen, you know, it's Portnoy, anything can happen. I wouldn't be surprised if we get a big bounce out of this tomorrow and we get some sort of like Wall Street Bets-esque squeeze on Save Airlines. So keep that on watch. Remember, if your goals and dreams don't scare you, probably not big enough. Catch you guys tomorrow.